The number of teams that we started with, 12. The number of teams that are left in the hunt, 11. How many days in the playoffs? 14. How many can make it to the playoffs? Only 6. 2 can get their qualification card very soon. So many others will be out of the hunt. Permutation and combinations, you do the math. All in all, there's a reason why we're saying that season 11 is one of the most exciting seasons of the Pro Kabaddi League. Welcome to KBD Live. Navneet Krishna here. There is so much at stake with all that we have over the next couple of weeks in the league stages. This is the business end of the tournament. We can't wait to get started. I've got the big man with the big voice. We call him Who's Your Paddy Sehrawat. We call him the Nostradamus. We call him the Soothsayer. He's also got a different hairdo today. Paddy, come on, show us what you have. He's our very own version of Shadlu. He's got a pink little nice color here. I wonder who he's supporting. Look at this. Paddy's got the swag. If Shadlu can do it, if Shadli can do it on the mat, Padamjeet Sehrawat can do it off it. Well done, Paddy.
PKL season 11 is all about personalities and spectacle. Navneet just gave you a spectacle. Look good, do good, be good, class on offer, character on display, a lot of fun on the show. Welcome.
I can't wait. I love the pocket square with the pink. I wonder if that's where his loyalties are. No pink today, but there's a lot coming your way on KBD Live. Let's take a look at what we're going to be chatting about over the next 20 minutes. The playoffs probability. Who's getting the numbers in their favor? We'll talk about that. Sunil Kumar and Haryana will be with us before the start of their big game. And the Steelers on the cusp of the first qualifying team. With that, and Pradeep Narwal is going to be in action with the Bulls taking on the Haryana Steelers. We know he loves the Steelers. We'll chat about that as well. And when we go to the mat, Manpreet Singh and Shadlu. What a combination that's worked out to be for the Steelers. And last but not least, who is going to be the X factor of day 52 of season 11? Let's put things in context now. Paddy, run us through this points table. Have a look at that last column. Look at how close it is. And Paddy, what's at stake today?
Lots at stake because a win gives you 5 points. And suddenly, if Puneri Paltan, if you 49, Tamil Talaivas, they win a game, suddenly they'll say, okay, one more, and then we'll be threatening Puneri Paltan for a race for the playoffs. So, except for the Bengaluru Bulls, every other team is realistically into it. And that is what the reality is. It's very tight. It's very bright.
What about the Bulls?
Bulls are out of the orbit.
Don't say that, Paddy.
It's a fact.
Let's take a look. Here's what we've done. The experts here in the commentary box, we've tried to put together what the probability could be for all these teams as far as qualification goes. Paddy, let's run through those numbers. And this is likely to change after every single game. Now, let's take a look at see what it looks like. Needless to say, the Steelers have a 100% chance. Run us through this, Paddy.
This was yesterday. So,
yeah.
Okay, where things have changed. Still, UP Odda is going to be same. Now, U Mumbai was 65 yesterday. Now, Telugu Titans were 55. They slipped down to 40 because U Mumbai climbed up to 55, their chances. Jaipur Pink Panthers, their chances were like 40 yesterday. The chances have taken a leap after that win. And this is how it is. And then when you talk about Puneri Paltan, I mean, that is one thing when I look at it and see where have they slipped and how have they slipped. I mean, one player goes out, people speak about Aslam Inamdar not being there. I talk about the fact that Shadlu's not there. Now you start to miss Shadlu. And that's going to change after every game. That's going to change after every game. And that is what it is. Only one team is out of the playoff race. Otherwise, the fight for playoffs.
And I think for our viewers, that probability chart, mind you, is just to give you a high-level sense of what we think is likely to happen to see the 4-6 teams go into the playoffs, right? What do we have for you today as far as the games are concerned? The Bengaluru Bulls taking on the Haryana Steelers. Manpreet Singh's having a good time with the mascot. It's a team that's enjoyed themselves up against the Bulls. Today, they win, they get a Q against their name, Paddy.
Absolutely. And their intention is not just to get the Q. I mean, their desire, and which they deserve, is to get a spot in the top 2. Nathan Rawal's Pradeep Narwal yesterday was stupendous. Bulls will be playing for pride, but mind you, when you've got nothing to lose, the others beware. I mean, they will come out all guns blazing. They'll play for pride. They'll have no limit. When you are limitless, oh, you are priceless.
100%. You know, contrasting fortunes in the first game as far as the Bulls and the Steelers are concerned, but not contrasting fortunes in the second game because there's all to play for both these teams. The U Mumbai team could well go to number 2 today if they win and they further cement their spot in the playoff. They'll just inch closer towards it. But very important, Paddy, for the Tamil Talaivas. Survival at stake for the boys in yellow and blue.
Only 3 wins in the last 11 games. When you speak about their rivals, Mumbai coming off a worse defensive performance. When you talk about that, so sometimes you need to delete things from your system. It's not what you have, it is what you do with what you have. And your skill set plays an important role. More than that, it's your mindset that plays a very important role. So crucial game for you, Mumbai, very crucial game for Tamil Talaivas as well. If they lose today, then they'll have to win every other game that they play and then hope that the other games also fall in their territory.
Now, from the Talaivas point of view, let's hope that they don't lose today. Now, who are they playing? Let's sort of get context to this. They're taking on Mumbai today, like we said. The Patna Pirates, Jaipur Pink Panthers, 2 tough matches. The Warriors and the Bulls, relatively easier in context, I'd say, and then Pune Paltan. What do you make of these 5 matches?
Beware of Pune Paltan, because suddenly you've got a new setup, and the new setup means new change in the mindset as well. Ajay Thakur has joined the team. All these players really bring in a lot of flavor. He'll make things very, very simple. A couple of games are difficult, but the problem is, whenever you think an opponent is going to be easy, I mean, this is the beauty of the game. The more I learn about this game, the more I realize how very little I know about it. All I know about it is this is Mumbai versus Tamil Talaivas, and both the teams are going to start with 0-0 to their slate.
And I think Coach Haryana is going to be telling, listen, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. For now, focus on the task at hand. And that is Mumbai. What's worked well for us is our defense. We've had exceptional numbers all through the season in defense. Can we back our strengths to do the job against Mumbai? Take a look at this, Paddy. They are still, despite the losses, the best tackle points average that they have this season.
Yeah, most tackle points per game, best tackle strike rate, and second most average tackle points and do-or-die rates as well. So when you talk about the defensive metrics, I mean, they have really done well. They are number 1, but the problem is, what have the Raiders done when the season started? We were saying, okay, if the defense supports the 2 Raiders, which was Sachin and Narendra, I mean, then this team is going to rock. The team is not rocking because the Raiders have just not performed. The defenders have done rather well, and I would want Sahil Gulia to be taking them back in the team because his strike rate till date is 78. Sahil Gulia has a strike rate of 78, and they have some very good bravehearts. You talk about Nitesh, you talk about the diving efforts, you talk about the support coming in. Lesser known players with gigantic numbers, and bigger players have performed very tiny, very little.
Which is the surprise of the season. Lesser known players bringing the numbers. Now, let me try to give context to that from a Mumbai perspective. A lesser known name, Ajit Chauhan. We didn't see what was coming, but boy, has he gotten the numbers. He's going to test Amir Hossain Bastani. He's going to test Nitesh Kumar. He's going to test maybe Sahil Gulia. How impressive has Ajit been this season?
Well, hungry soul and a sharp mind, one of its kind. He's energetic, he's flamboyant. And you know what? When it comes down to a defense of 6 and 7, he is the best because he loves to pick up a bonus, and then he also has that brute force. Suddenly you don't realize it because he's very nimble-footed. But the moment 2 defenders come in the way, he can take the chain. He can go through the chain, over the chain, around the chain. No limit set for him.
100%. And have a look at that. 143 rate points for Ajit Chauhan in his debut season. He's making quite the mark. That contest between Ajit Chauhan and the defense, one word, who's going to win that contest?
And surprise element. I mean, you never know. But Ajit Chauhan, wherever he goes into raid, life is going to be miserable for the defenders because he's moving all the time. When you're moving all the time, it's so very difficult to predict what your next move is going to be. If he throws the kick, oh, beware, boy. Super trick.
Right, it's a big game, this Mumbai versus the Tamil Talaivas. Mumbai hoping to get 1 foot in the door for the playoff. The Tamil Talaivas, they're fighting for survival. A massive Thursday evening.
मुंबई टीम ऑफेंस में भी अच्छा खेल रही है, डिफेंस में भी अच्छा खेल रहा है। एक राइडिंग में अजित है, एक डिफेंस में सुनील है। वो दोनों का ध्यान से खिलाना पड़ेगा।
पूरी प्लानिंग के साथ जाएंगे और ये मैच जीतते हैं तो 100% हम क्वालिफाई हो जाएंगे।
सुनील क्या टीम का कंट्रोल करके कोई भी राइडर का कोई भी बैलेंस में 4-5 में भी 6-7 में भी कंट्रोल करके खिला रहे।
सबसे पहले तो सचिन है, वो एक बहुत ही अच्छे राइडर हैं।
They have a good defender also. In the right side they have Iranian defender, and left side Nitesh is a very good player and he is playing in every position.
सभी टीमों के लिए 2-2.5 मैचेस आ चुके हैं। अभी अगर कोई भी टीम मैच लूज करती है उसके लिए बहुत खतरनाक साबित हो सकता है।
प्रेशर वो तो बना रहेगा प्लेऑफ्स तक, पर जीत बहुत ज़रूरी है और इसे कैप्टन और कोच से ज़्यादा कौन समझ सकता है। हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं मुंबई के कैप्टन सुनील कुमार और तमिल तलाइवास के कोच चेरा अन्ना, बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आप दोनों।
थैंक यू मैम।
थैंक यू
सुनील, अब बहुत मुश्किल होने वाला है क्योंकि फाइट फॉर द प्लेऑफ्स तेज हो चुकी है। पिछला मैच यू मुंबा हारी थी, अब आज कमबैक करना बहुत ज़रूरी है, तो प्रेशर फील हो रहा है?
बिल्कुल मैम, अभी टाइम आ गया है, हर एक मैच जीतना बहुत ज़रूरी है हर टीम के लिए, और प्रेशर तो नहीं है टीम पर क्योंकि 55 पॉइंट के साथ हैं हम, 5th पोजीशन पर है। अगर आज मैच जीते हैं तो 2nd नंबर पर चले जाएंगे
जी।
तो प्रेशर तो नहीं है, लेकिन मैच जीतना बहुत ही ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है।
बिल्कुल। चेरा अन्ना, वैसे तमिल तलाइवास के लिए दरवाजे तो खुले हैं प्लेऑफ्स के, करना ये होगा कि लगातार मैचेस जीतते हैं, पर प्रेशर बहुत है, तो इस प्रेशर के लिए क्या टीम तैयार है?
मैडम अभी आने वाला मैच पूरा इम्पोर्टेंट है।
जी।
अभी ये आने वाला मैच में जीत के तो क्वालिफाई के लिए मौका है, इसलिए थोड़ा टीम का प्रेशर भी है। अभी ज़्यादा भी प्रेशर नहीं दे रहे, लास्ट मैच अच्छा खेला इसलिए वो उस तरफ से अच्छा खेलना करके प्रेशर नहीं दे रहे।
बिल्कुल। सुनील, आंकड़े बताते हैं कि जब आपका डिफेंस चलता है तब टीम जीतती है। पिछले मैच में नहीं चला तो टीम नहीं जीती, तो आपने क्या गाइड किया अपने डिफेंस को?
बिल्कुल मैम, ये हमारी टीम के लिए नहीं, कोई भी टीम हो, अगर किसी टीम का डिफेंस स्ट्रॉन्ग रहता है, हर मैच में अच्छा खेलता है, तो वो टीम हमेशा जीतती है। कबड्डी का गेम है, मेरा मानना है कि जो डिफेंस में काम करेगा वो टीम हमेशा जीतेगी, और अब हमारी टीम के साथ भी ऐसा हो रहा है। जब डिफेंस 10+ पॉइंट 12 पॉइंट लेता है तो मैच जीत जाते हैं, नहीं तो पिछले मैच में 5 पॉइंट लिए डिफेंस ने और मैच हार गए, तो डिफेंस की वजह से ही कुछ थोड़ी बहुत कमियां हुई हैं, लेकिन आज तैयारी के साथ आए हैं, प्लानिंग करके आए हैं, जो मैट पर अच्छा खेलेगा वही जीतेगा।
जी, और यहाँ से कंसिस्टेंसी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाएगी। चेरा अन्ना, अगर हम बात करें तो आपका डिफेंस तो टॉप पर है, पर रेडर्स कहीं ना कहीं थोड़े कम पड़ रहे हैं, बड़े रेडर्स नहीं चल रहे, तो क्या इस सीजन आपकी सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम वही रही है कि रेडर्स नहीं चल रहे?
हमारा डिफेंस अच्छा खेल रहे, अभी भी पूरा मैच अच्छा खेला, अभी भी अच्छा खेल रहे, और राइडर में थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, इसलिए राइडर की चेंज करके खिलाया, और वो लोग अच्छा खेला तो राइडिंग अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस दिया तो अच्छा मैच खेलेगा, अच्छा जीतेगा।
आप दोनों को आज के मुकाबले के लिए ऑल द बेस्ट और बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया हमारे साथ जुड़ने।
थैंक यू।
वैसे आज दोनों ही टीम चाहेंगे कि एक जीत दर्ज करे, क्योंकि ये उन्हें लेके जाएंगे प्लेऑफ्स में, और ये जो प्लेऑफ्स का फाइनल लेग है वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा टफ होने वाला है। दोनों ही टीम्स है रेडी, सनसनीखेज है, प्लेऑफ्स की फाइट तेज है। बैक टू द
Yeah, it is. It's getting really hot as far as the points table goes. It's heating up. And that's why match number 1, we'll turn our attention to the team number 1 versus the team number 12. Like we said, contrasting fortunes. But listen, from a Steelers point of view, Paddy, they've had a phenomenal season. Finalists last season. Can they go the distance this season?
Absolutely. No limits, no stopping them. I mean, just a matter of focusing and going. I mean, they played like one unit, solid unit. They are a well-oiled machine. Talk about the two Raiders. You've got Vinay on one side with Mr. Dependable, and then Mr. Flamboyant, Mr. Raider, who's got the flair as well.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, we talk about one is a left Raider, the other one's a right Raider. Both complement each other beautifully.
Yeah.
And then add to that the powerhouse that Chadlo is, and then solidity on the extreme right, Rahul Setpal as well. Captain is in the center. I mean, Jaideep is one captain who's the coolest of them all. Have you ever heard about Jaideep when he's on the mat? We don't even get to talk about him. Keeps a low profile, but the results are there.
Absolutely. We spoke about 2 young Raiders for the Steelers, but listen, there's the talisman on the other side. He loves the Haryana Steelers. 15 points last night for the versus the Bengal Warriors for Pardeep Narwal. In season 5, Pardeep Narwal gave us a move for the ages. And Paddy, you remind me that Pardeep Narwal has played under the leadership of a Manpreet Singh way back in season 3.
Season 3, Manpreet was the captain of the Patna Pirates, and Pardeep Narwal was that season the MVP. So yes, they know each other well. They have a lot of respect for each other. Talk about Pardeep Narwal yesterday. Pardeep Narwal, we saw the spark. He was the light in the dark for the Bengaluru Bulls.
And he's hoping that he can be the light in the dark once again. It's time now for us to go back to RIA at the mat. Manpreet Singh, Shadlu chatting with us before maybe qualifying for the playoffs.
चलिए स्वागत करते हैं कोच मनप्रीत और शो स्टॉपर शादलू का। कोच मनप्रीत, पहले आपकी टीम में बस एक ही हीरो हुआ करता था और वो आप थे, अब आपके साथ और एक हीरो जुड़ गए, तो इस जोड़ी ने कमाल मचाया है। क्या नाम देंगे इस जोड़ी को?
नाम तो सिंपली है, 2 टाइगर हैं, शेर बोल सकते हो आप, टाइगर बोल सकते हो। शादलू एक हमारी कबड्डी का वो हीरा है। मैं चाहता हूँ जितने भी यंग बच्चे देखते हैं कबड्डी, सो वो सब शादलू बने, रेडिंग में, डिफेंस में। सो जैसे टाइगर शिकार करता है सो वैसे ही करता है, तो मज़ा आता है इसकी गेम देख के।
Shadlu, you've played under 3 big coaches, including him. Who's your favorite?
It's really tough questions. I can't answer it, but I learned many things from them, and all of them are great coach.
Okay, the best thing you've learned from Coach Manpreet, what's that?
He always give me more motivated, and he gave me all freedom. If he say if you have 1% chance, you try. I support you.
ऑलराइट कोच मनप्रीत, इस सीजन क्या स्टोरी रही है हरियाणा स्टीलर्स की? शिवम पठारे ने बहुत ज़्यादा इम्प्रेस किया है और वो गेम चेंजर भी रहे, तो क्या आपको लगता है कि बतौर लेफ्ट रेडर वो आपकी बेस्ट फाइंड है?
हाँ बिल्कुल, क्योंकि जब मैं शिवम पटारे को लेके आए हैं हम, तब बहुत एक नया बच्चा था, बहुत कम स्किल के बारे में पता था। उसको ले आके बहुत मेहनत की है हमारा हरियाणा स्टीलर पूरी टीम ने, और आज आप सबके सामने है कि लेफ़्ट साइड से इस प्रो कबड्डी सीजन 11 में जैसे प्रदीप को हम लेके आए थे तैयार किया, वैसे पटारे को किया है। वो कमाल करके दिखा रहा है। सो बहुत अच्छा बच्चा है, जब वो खेलता है तो जी खुश कर देता है। मेरा ही नहीं, पूरे इंडिया का जितने हमारे कबड्डी लवर उन सबको पसंद आ रहा है। सो मज़ा आ रहा है उसको देख के।
हमें भी बहुत मज़ा आ रहा है उसे देखिए। और जैसे हम रेडर्स के बारे में बात कर ही रहे, शादलू, प्रदीप हैज़ एन एक्सीलेंट रिकॉर्ड अगेंस्ट द स्टीलर्स. ही हैज़ एन एवरेज ऑफ 11.9. डू यू थिंक ही कैन क्रिएट ट्रबल टुनाइट, स्पेशली गिवन हाउ ग्रेट अ परफॉर्मेंस ही हैड yesterday?
Yeah, of course we can control him. He's good raider. But this season Haryana Steelers is hungry for trophy, and we destroyed whatever stay on our way. Yeah, trophy waiting us.
What's your plan against him then tonight?
Of course, always I have plan for him, but I can't say now. I show on the man.
All right then, game is on. कोच मनप्रीत, आज का मुकाबला बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। एक टाया एक जीत और हरियाणा स्टीलर्स पहुंच जाते हैं प्लेऑफ्स में। तो हमने आपकी एक वीडियो देखी जहां पे मेडल सेलिब्रेशन चल रहा था। आपने कहा था कि यार कुछ भी करना, बस वो जीत दे देना, टाइटल दिलवा देना।
हाँ।
तो नर्वसनेस है?
नहीं, नर्वस तो नहीं है, लेकिन 7 सीजन हो गए मेरे को कोचिंग करते हुए। 7 में से 3 ऑलरेडी फाइनल खेल चुका हूँ। सो मैं बच्चों को कह रहा हूँ कि अगर मैं इस सीजन में भी फाइनल टीम जाती है तो प्लीज़ यार ट्रॉफी दे दो, क्योंकि बहुत बड़ा नंबर हो जाएगा नहीं एक कोच का वहाँ पे जाके ट्रॉफी मिस करना। लेकिन वो तो उस दिन का लक की बात है। लेकिन बच्चों को जो मैं कह रहा हूँ वो कर रहे हैं, तो हो सकता है इस सीजन में ये वैसा कर दें, ट्रॉफी दे दें।
बिल्कुल, ऑल द बेस्ट आज के मैच के लिए।
थैंक यू सो मच।
Well, very soft-spoken behind the mic here, but I'll tell you what, he's an animated man, is Manpreet Singh. Dream 11 starting 7. Paddy, the Steelers first.
Steelers first. Vishal Tade gets a look in. Very good. Winner's going to be there. So trio of raiders for you. And then when you speak about the fact that Sanjay, you don't change any of them. I mean, Shadlu in one corner. Of course, Brown is going to be the other, Sanjay and Jaideep. And then Pardeep Narwal. My eyes are going to be on Pardeep Narwal today. I am expecting him to score another Super 10.
Right, let's go then. We do have an interesting game on our hands. Bengaluru Bulls could be some sort of party spoilers for sure. But listen, it's going to be hard for the Bulls because the X factor, his name is Shivam Patare. He's been a live wire on the mat, Paddy.
Absolutely. Energetic, live wire. You talk about he plays with fun, flair and a sense of freedom. And then he's got 116 rate points at a strike rate of 59. Now, winner has 128 rate points at a strike rate of 45. He has done remarkably well. Whenever they have to look for consistency, they go to winner. Whenever they want quick points within no time, they look to Shivam Patare. I mean, he is electric quick. He is rapid, he's pacey, and he's got a large heart. Great jump, and then that attitude to conquer big.
Right, this tonight going to be the night that we get the first cue on the points table. We're ready for a big Wednesday evening. Let's go.
Pune has become the epicenter of chaos where dreams collide and 11 teams chase glory. The Pink Panthers roared back to life. All games remain, the stakes higher than ever. Tonight, it's a showdown for survival. Mumba sit pretty on 5th with their eyes on the 2nd spot. Their fate hinged on their defense, a wall that either crumbles or conquers. They enter wounded, having lost to Gujarat Giants. But on the other side, the Tamil Talaivas were unstoppable in their last match, a team transformed. Moin Shafagi shines on as their talisman, while Nitesh Kumar anchors the league's best defense. With 6 games to go, their story is far from over. Who will prevail in this table-altering encounter? The evening kicks off with a clash of contrasts. The table-toppers Steelers face the Bulls. The Steelers have steamrolled through the season with players like Vinay, Shivam and Shadu in blistering form. One more victory will take them to the playoffs. Against them, the Bulls, for whom the season has been a nightmare. Once champions, now relegated to spoilers. But even in despair, sparks of brilliance flicker. Pradeep, Nitin Raval have given their all. With nothing to lose, the Bulls could turn predators. That is match number 1. It's the table toppers, the Haryana Steelers, who have pretty much annihilated all opposition. They have lost a few games, but a win tonight could be game-changing for the league, as the Haryana Steelers will become the first team to book their berth in the playoffs. The big story, though, involves match number 2. The head-to-head might be in favor of U Mumbai, but they also have much more riding on that matchup. And this man, who we heard from just a little while ago, he wants that trophy, and he wants that trophy bad. If Haryana win tonight or they tie, they qualify for the playoffs. And last but not the least, take a look at the head-to-head between 2 giants of the game. No pun intended. Record breaker Pradeep, showstopper Shadlu. That battle is coming up next. Its match will determine a playoff spot for the Steelers.
For the Raging Bulls from the south of India, it's now or never. It's time to full charge Marty with Bengaluru Bulls!
For everyone sitting at home or at your workplace, I'm going to take a back seat because it's the Bengaluru Bulls. My name is Suren Sundaram, and it's only poetic if Navneet Krishna does the honors of introducing his favorite team.
It's been a rough one. Tough seasons will come and go, but the Bulls, I know, will come back strongly. We saw the best of this man, Pradeep Narwal, yesterday against the Bengal Warriors. A 15-point night for the main man. Here's the Dream 11 starting 7. He'll have the company of Jatin and Partik as far as rating goes. Sunny Sarawat, Naveen Kundu, Saurabh Nandal and Nitin Raval in the covers and the corners. It tells you a different looking team from the start is just a gentle reminder of the different combinations they've tried and how rough a season it's been for the Bengaluru Bulls. This team, though, quite the opposite.
Cutting through the fog and emerging as favorites with their Raiders' prowess and defense of steel. Please welcome Haryana Steelers!
It's a bare cabinet for the Haryana Steelers, and they're looking at their first trophy. Could this be the season is the big question. That man walking on your screen right now has been truly the game changer. In the time he's been added to the squad, the Steelers look like every bit of the champions. The showstopper, Mohammad Reza Shadlu. He has been in prime form. That team is clicking. They've made no changes, and they've only lost that 1 game in the last 5 matches that they have played. Nav, I've got a bad feeling for the Bulls, mate.
Take a look at the Dream 11 starting 7. Vishal Tate, Vinay, Shivam Patare. Nice to see Vishal in the starting 7. He's been pretty impressive in the little we've seen of him. But when it comes to the defense, Rahul Sethpal, Shadlu, Sanjay had a good last game. All in all, table toppers for a reason. Make your own team. You might want to have this man. It may be a little too late in the season, but Pradeep Narwal was brilliant last night and could well be the man tonight as well. But our Dream 11 player to watch out for is the showstopper from Iran, Mohammad Reza Shadlu. come many times now. Yeah, array. Throughout the match, 101 times.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
That the Paddy song composed.
मेरी बात तेरी बात ज्यादा बातें बुरी बात थाली में कंडोरा लेकर आलू भात मूड़ी भात मेरे भी जो किसी ने रिपीट किया तो साला मैंने तेरे मुंह पे मारा मुक्का
It's gonna be a match that'll be sweeter for the Haryana Steelers if they walk with a win or a tie, because that'll take them to the playoffs, having lost a trophy last season in the finals. That is a big question. The two coaches, one with a wealth of experience, one the firebrand, Indhir Singh Sarawat, and Coach Manpreet Shadlu. The game face is on, and take a look at that. If they get a win tonight, they go to 77 and they have a Q ahead of their name. Captain Jaideep was in the middle for the toss. It's the Bengaluru Bulls that have won the toss, and the first straight comes in with the table toppers.
Line drawn. Game on. Kabaddi.
कबड्डी 9 कबड्डी 8 कबड्डी 7 कबड्डी 6 कबड्डी 5 कबड्डी 4 कबड्डी 3 कबड्डी 2 कबड्डी 1 कबड्डी
We're ready. Shadlu was ready as well to raid. We might just be about 40 minutes or 45 minutes away from our first qualifying team. The Haryana Steelers on the verge of becoming the first team. The Bengaluru Bulls might have other ideas though. Surain Sundaram with me. Not surprising that you saw Shadlu at the midline there, wanting to go raid first.
And listen, man, you got two characters in that side. One is the coach and the other one is Shadlu. The way Coach Manpreet and Shadlu seem to be enjoying each other's company. They both have these mind games, and that was the first installment of a mind game in this matchup. Right, the record breaker Pradeep Narwal. All said and done. That night, rather yesterday, Pradeep with that 15-point matchup. How the Bengaluru Bulls would have wished for more consistency from that side at the start of the season. Unfortunately, it's been a nightmare if you're a Bulls fan. So much promise. Unfortunately, they couldn't deliver. Bengaluru Bulls would be mighty upset with the kind of squad that they managed to get at the auction. Where did they go wrong now?
Well, for starters, I think some of the younger known names didn't really put up the numbers. The likes of Ajay Bhagwan. Oh boy, he's just been circled.
Get her out.
By a battalion of Steelers. First successful tackle of the first half, celebrated by Sriram Finance.
And that was humongous. And
Green
as
card warning number 15.
we may have it,
for
it's the first warning of this match, and not surprisingly, it's been given to one of the players of the Haryana Steelers. Sanjay, I think it was. Right.
Go or die. Haryana
Hamid has
Steelers.
given him the moniker. Sonic the Hedgehog? No, it's Shivam the Hedgehog who's coming. That's a flashy haircut, and he comes in a do-or-die raid. Feel no pressure, mate.
He's just a flashy player. Live wire. Will he very quickly visit the bench.
1 point. Bengaluru Bulls.
A little one applauding that effort by the Bulls as well. That's the conviction. That's the Saurabh Nandal that we know of. Yeah, it just felt they were second-guessing themselves this season. A season of what could have been, really. But last night, Pradeep Narwal, it was a match of what was. The Dupkis came out, a Big Daddy Super 10, sanity in some way prevailed on this planet.
Header off the bounds. 1 point. Haryana Steelers. Number 9 out.
Oh no, Pardeep Narwal might have missed a step there, stepping out of bounds, and that'll be a point for the Haryana Steelers as Pardeep visits the bench. How good have the Haryana Steelers been? Wanted to get a running hand touch, and on the way back stepped into the lobby. And how good has Vinay been for the Haryana Steelers? He's been part of the Haryana Steelers setup for a while now. Did he also visit the lobby without getting the touch?
1 point.
Yes, he did.
Number 3 out.
Yeah, for me, Vinay, Vijay Malik, I think they've punched above their weight, Suren. They're not the tallest, they're not the strongest, they're not the quickest. But what they have shown is great skill and playing within their limitations. And I think it's worked really well for them. Nobody saw Vinay and Shivam Patare punching quite like this. Well, what a season they've had.
How much of it is down to the fact that the third raider in this side is someone like Shadlu, who's got those quick raids, the pursuits, and he manages
Don't tell Shadlu that he's the third raider. He won't like that. He's the first raider, maybe?
have managed to befriend the killer.
I like what he said in the pre-match interview. Whatever they throw at me, I'm ready to destroy them.
Yeah, he's just a perfect advertisement for the sport. A character like Mohammad Reza Shadlu. Shivam Patare might have just opened his account. And another flash of brilliance. And just going back to that question. Look, let's not forget that the Haryana Steelers did have some issues or some problems in the raiding department last season. They didn't pick up a raider in the auction because Vinay and Shivam were part of that setup. But little did I expect that Shadlu will come to the fore. We'll come to that once again. Because that defense is not going to let me finish my statement, will it? Rahul Sethpal with a back hole now on Pardeep Narwal.
Not the quickest Pardeep Narwal, stranded there with nowhere to go. Easy pickings for the Steelers and Rahul Sethpal. Just to your point about how they've gotten the best out of Vinay and Shivam Patare, I think also onus on, and credit goes to Manpreet Singh as well in some sense. Suren, truth be told, as a coach, I think one big factor apart from man management is really how you can get the most out of your resources as a team. And I feel the kind of motivator he is, the coach that he is. He's managed to get something out of Shivam and Vinay. And I feel it's the best versions of them we've ever seen.
Yeah, for me, in spite of what happens now in the season, Manpreet has been one of the best coaches that I've seen. The way he has shown faith in his players. Look, every player has shortcomings, every player has weaknesses, but he wants them to play to their strengths. And that is exactly what the Steelers have done. No wonder they're at the top of the table. But just turning our focus back on what's happening, Haryana Steelers and Vishal Tate, who's not got so much of game time in this matchup, has come in with his first trade and he gets a hand touch. How deft was that? That was a good one from Vishal Tate as he opens his account now.
Already a 4-point lead for the table toppers. Tonight could be the night we have our first qualification. There he is on the left corner, like a crouching tiger. Oh, right on cue, he's let it slip, unlike Shadlu.
Number 8 out.
Meek attempt is nothing close to meek in general. Oh, made to reach out for that.
And when Shadlu doesn't put in his heart, invariably he loses a point. That was an ankle hold attempted by Shadlu. But right now the Bengaluru Bull defense
1 point. Bengaluru Bulls.
managed to
Number
stop
22
Vishal
out.
Tate, who went in for that huge jump. And Nitin Raval, what a standout season he's had. He's still at the top of the tally as far as tackle points are concerned. Shadlu not far behind. And even with the Nitin Raval and Pardeep Narwal in the mix, Bengaluru Bulls, what a story.
Shadlu's not on the mat. There he is. Look at that number there, 14 blinking at the bottom right of your screen. That's what he picked up last night against the Bengal Warriors. We're just sort of going back to the last 3 seasons. Mohammad Reza Shadlu was with the Patna Pirates in season 8. He took them to the final. Was with Puneri Paltan in season 9. He took them to the final. Nitin Rawal, typical Nitin Rawal, tackle point, dusts off Vinay. And in season 10, he was once again with Puneri Paltan. They went one further. They went on to becoming champions. In season 11, was with the Haryana Steelers, and they could become the first team to qualify. In the world of Kabaddi right now, it's a good time to be Mohammad Reza Shadlu.
Yeah, whatever he touches turns into gold. Those teams have made it to the final. All Haryana Steelers will be hoping for is that not only does he take them to the final, but he also gets them that first trophy that they've been seeking for so long.
What an asset he's become, Suren, to any team that he's part of. And that fearless attitude. And I think that's what's common between Shadlu and Manpreet. They're tigers. You saw what he said about their association. Between the two of them, they're both tigers. They're just hungry. They want to win and nothing less. Once again, Pandit visits the bench, but that chat on Kabaddi Live every day at 7:30 p.m. Some wonderful chats. It was nice to hear from Shadlu and Manpreet.
Rahul Setpal with another ankle hold. He got Pardeep last time around with a back hold. This time the ankle hold. Rahul Setpal, 100% tackle strike rate for him. Shivam Patare, maybe seeking that bonus point. Look at Shivam Patare's numbers. He's got 3 Super 10s in the last 5 games. Came tantalizingly close with 8 rate points. And oh no! Where's the assist? Finally it comes in. Was that sort of Nandal, I think?
Hitter out.
Might have been, but Shivam Patare,
Bengaluru Bulls.
all he needed was a split second, and thank God for the other defenders to come in with the assist.
I think it took just a fraction more time than it should have. Luckily, Saurabh had locked that in, and he was okay with the delayed support coming in. Now just the 1 point difference. Shadlu back on the mat. Look at him. Oh, he's quite a sight. Just to watch him locked into the raider in that left corner. A man brings swag on the mat, and how? He's got that own Iranian way of staying low in the left corner to stay out of reach. Comes into raid.
Well, this could be this could possibly be the last raid before we take that strategic timeout. And the Bulls haven't done that badly. They're just 1 point adrift of the Haryana Steelers, who are on 7 points. And
Timeout.
Shadlu will put in an empty raid. It's been a decent start for the Bengaluru Bulls against the table toppers. It's 7-6 at the end of 10 in favor of Haryana.
Welcome back from the strategic timeout. It's been pretty close so far, 10 minutes into this game. Well, like we said, the fight for the playoffs is real. It's now, it's happening. And that's why we have so much coming your way. Delhi will be in action, the Yodhas, the Warriors, and the Titans. Huge games coming up. And all four of them very much in the hunt for the playoffs. Just different probabilities. Now, you know that you have a chance to go to Melbourne. All you need to do, get onto glass.com, answer this question. Which Iranian defender is known as the showstopper? Well, we've spoken enough about him. Come on. This is as easy as it comes to get onto that flight to Melbourne.
You see the other option, Surinder Nada.
Ooh, he was good in his heyday.
Yeah, well, we'll come back to that. But the top three defenders, one of them is on your screen right now. The other one, Mohammad Reza Shadlu, is also on your screen right now. With 10 minutes that passed by. It's the Bengaluru Bulls who got more active players on the mat. Possibly Nitin Raval has come into play on that do-or-die raid.
And ironic, isn't it, Surain, that he wears an orange sleeve. The best defender wears the orange sleeve. It's unfortunate. A team languishing at number 12 on the points table as a defender who's been by far the best this season. Just goes to show that they haven't been able to hunt together this season. And ironically, he's the one who was at the bench right on cue.
Right, Coach Manpreet
1 point.
brought in a
Haryana
substitute in Sanskar
Number
Mishra.
14
And
out.
Sanskar Mishra gets the better of Nitin Raval with that kick on that right corner.
Do or die raid. Bengaluru Bulls.
Orange sleeve. Don't know if that is going to hurt him, that his team is on the 12th spot and he's still the best defender. And Jatin will fall prey to Shadlu.
Header out.
We've
1
spoken
point.
so much
Haryana
about
Steelers.
Shadlu. It was
Number 10
about
out.
time that he gives us a play. And Mohammad Reza Shadlu, second attempt at a tackle, and it's a success.
Raid.
And he's not going to like the fact that there's an orange sleeve on someone else. The man likes to be number one and nothing less. He was by leaps and bounds number one last season. He picked up 99 tackle points. Unreal numbers last season for Shadlu. He's well on his way to being somewhere in that region this season as well. Vinay picks up the left corner
Number 1
now.
out.
Naveen Kundu. But Shadlu won't like the fact that that orange
Substitution.
sleeve is with
Haryana
someone else.
Number
Surain.
17 out. 15 in.
Now, considering that the Bengaluru Bulls are out of the playoff contention, Mohammad Reza Shadlu will get more cracks at getting that orange sleeve. The Haryana Steelers possibly will have a couple of more matches at the end of the league stage. Well, not like that, Shadlu.
Header safe. 1
Pradeep
point.
Narwal
Bengaluru
so
Bulls.
close to the
Number 8
midline.
out.
Shadlu goes in for a tackle, a double tie hold possibly. Also the other pattern that has emerged, especially with Shadlu, I think it was the last game where he got 3 tackle points, but there were also 9 tackles attempted. So that strike rate was just 30. And now Shivam Patare will
Header
fall
out.
prey to
1
something
point.
similar from
Bengaluru
the
Bulls.
Bulls defense.
Number 1 out.
Very nice from the Bulls defense. And yeah, truth be told, it hasn't been too bad for them in defense. Just been woefully below par in raid. And just the intensity in this game, well, I'll be honest, on the lower side so far. About 14 minutes into this game, Surain. The Steelers, I just don't want to be too complacent. That's all that I'll say. The Bulls have nothing to lose. I'd love to see a little more intensity from the Bulls. Play with they have nothing to lose because they actually have nothing to lose. And just a little light-headed, go out there, don't really think too much, go and, well, as cliched as it sounds, express yourself. Make the most of that opportunity, particularly for the youngsters, because, listen, let's be honest, there is going to be an option that will come up at the end of this season. The youngsters want to make a name for themselves. Now is the chance.
And yeah, you correctly put it. On the steelometer, it's not a 10 from the Haryana Steelers right now. They've not amped it up. But we still are in the lead as Jatin comes in for his 8th raid. Just that 1 point for Jatin. Still 6 minutes remaining, and look at that. Mohammad Reza Shadlu and Shivam Patare. You think he's asking him tips about raiding?
No, I'll be honest, I think they look very relaxed today. There have been nights we've seen these guys, they're absolute tigers. Manpreet Singh was as animated as we've ever seen him. And so, I wonder if it was consciously spoken about in the dressing room. And we're just going to take it easy. It's been a long season. We're going to save our best for the playoffs. We're pretty much there. So, chances are they just want to take it a little easy and take it a little slow. Be wary that you don't want to give the result
Do or
the other
die.
way though.
Bengaluru Bulls.
We'll come back to that right now. Do or die battle. It's Pardeep Narwal. Keep an eye out on Rahul Sethpal, who's already got Pardeep twice. But this time, it's the captain, Jaideep, with a frontal block
Get out.
on the
1
record
point.
breaker.
Haryana Steelers.
And
Number
he'll
9
send
out.
him packing to the bench. Yet again.
Once again, the man who we barely speak about, understated captain he is, Jaideep. But boy, is
Do or
he
die,
dependable.
Haryana Steelers.
Gets the job done. Do or die radio for Vishal Tate. They lead by 3 despite the lack of intensity.
Get out.
And the Bulls
1
will
point.
crawl back
Bengaluru
by a
Bulls.
point here.
Number 22 out.
Well, you really can't fault the Bulls' defense tonight. Once again, Pardeep goes in for that double thigh hold on Vishal Tate. Nitin Raval, could they possibly be playing on those do-or-die raids, considering they've got more active men on the mat? Just going back to what Steelers might be looking at this as far as the playoffs is concerned. With all due respect to the Bulls, maybe they thought this was going to be a breather of sorts, with bigger games, with higher stakes coming up. And the Steelers, in spite of all that, have still got a 2-point lead. In 8th raid. Twice he's been sent to the bench, only 1 point. The Steelers have picked up a total of 5. Now you start counting,
Please.
because that might be
Number 14 and 15.
a 2-point raid, a multi-point raid for Vinay.
No, Nitin
Let us
Raval
say
for sure is the one who went in with the
Haryana
ankle
Steelers.
hold, but I think they've gotten, or rather,
Number
Vinay
14
has
and 15
gotten
out.
Sunny Sherawat as well on his way back. Touch and
Number
go.
14, 15.
So close. Oh,
Yes, please.
he's actually
3
claiming
points.
3.
Okay, please. TV umpire, Haryana Steelers challenge 3 points. Our decision 2 points. Please review.
I think more than the Haryana Steelers, it's Coach Manpreet who's challenging those 2 points that were given. Because he's watching every bit of it from those sidelines. All right, let's start counting. Did Naveen Kundu get a fingertip maybe on those shoelaces of Vinay? Nitin Raval definitely got that ankle hold. And now comes Sunny Sherawat. I think the point of contention could be this. On the rebound, did the shoelaces brush past the hand of Naveen Kundu?
Yeah, tough to say. I think that's what he was claiming for, because he felt 3 touches. Naveen, Nitin and Sunny. There you go, Sunny's touch comes right before he places his hand on his side of the mat.
Yes.
Should be 3, I think. Could be the first Super 8.
Okay. Review successful. 3 points Haryana Steelers. Number 1, 14 and 15 out.
Wow, for once I get this
Captain,
review
you
right.
return your review.
Because I thought that maybe it's the shoelaces and the TV umpire ruling in favor of Haryana Steelers and Vinay. That's an HP Racer Gen 6 Super 8, ladies and gentlemen. It's the power to thrill, and it's Vinay power at display.
Just like that, they extend their lead to 5 now with about 3 minutes left. Look at how Rahul Sethpal and Shadlu, eyes on the prize at all times. Now with the Bulls down to 3.
Do or die. Bengaluru
Yeah, and
Bulls.
it's an opportunity that the Steelers are going to pack themselves in defense, and it's a do-or-die raid, so they're going to wait for Jatin to come to them.
It's a 30-second raid with immense pressure. And Jatin has been tasked to deliver. He might have just delivered. More importantly for Jatin, did he have a part of his body on the mat? Because look at that, Saurabh Nandal is already asking for a review. Might have not gone on favor. Now oh, that is so close. It's really touch and go. This might give us a more conclusive.
Let save 2 points, Bengaluru Bulls.
Well, Raiders save 2 points, Bengaluru Bulls. Are they going to challenge it now?
TV umpire. Haryana Steelers challenge, Raider out. Our decision, Raider save 2 points. Please review.
I got one right now. Your turn now.
I think the Raiders safe on this occasion. I don't think he got past in the first attempt, but when he makes that second attempt to go past the midline, the lower half of his body is inside the lobby. Now take a look at this. Jatin still well inside, and he's making contact with the lobby. And there you go. The tip of his finger past the midline. And so, well called, and I think they took their time in giving that decision. And that's after careful consideration. And so this should go in favor of the Bulls and against the Steelers.
Okay. Review unsuccessful. 2 points, Bengaluru Bulls. Captain, no more reviews. Number 15 and 5.
Correctly.
15 and 5.
That review was spot on. For the Bulls, that is 2 points for Jatin. They bring about those 2 revivals, strength in numbers. More importantly, the Bulls are still in the hunt. Just a 3-point difference, just a 3-point gap. Shivam Patare, no bonus, will be active. 5 defenders on the mat. 90 seconds to go in this first half. More importantly for the Bulls, the King is back on the mat. Will it be the King to come in and raid? They're going in with a more informed player in Jatin. Because the next raid now for the Haryana Steelers will be a do-or-die raid. All 3 raiders available at their disposal.
And be careful when you're coming back past the midline to your own half. Don't show your back to Mohammad Reza Shadlu. He loves the pursuit. We've seen many this season. You know, the last 3 seasons he's pulled off some spectacular moves. Do or die, it's going to be Sonic Patare! How about that? Reminiscent of Pawan Sarawat, the high-flying effort from Shivam Patare.
Yeah, he's given us such memorable moments throughout this season of Pro Kabaddi. Once again leaping. I think it was an 8-feet jump over Naveen Kundu. And Nav, you and Paddy, you mentioned that Shivam Patare could be the X Factor on KBD Live that you can catch on your screens at 7:30 every match day. You guys were on point.
He's a live wire. Love the energy that he brings. He's a sprightly character, light-footed, moves quickly across the mat. Vinay probably didn't know that Shivam's going to go in. Quick signal from Shivam. 1 versus 4, no bonus. You want the quicker raiders when you have less number of defenders. Just the advantage that they have with the speed to cover more ground. This being the last raid of the first half, he's happy to go back empty-handed. It's been an intriguing first 20 minutes.
Well, it's not been a bad first half for the Bengaluru Bulls. They might be down to just 4, but they fought well against a team that has got form and dominance both on their side. Haryana Steelers, yet they've got a 4-point lead at the end of 20 minutes. Rahul Sethpal, 2 tackles, 2 tackle points, both of them on Pradeep Narwal, one with a back hold and then an ankle hold. And that was the back hold first, the first tackle that he got on Pradeep. That sent him to the bench for the first time, and then there was an ankle hold as well. At both the phases, it's the Haryana Steelers who managed to edge out the Bengaluru Bulls. The Bulls trailing by 4 with 20 minutes to go. Remember, the Bulls are out of contention as far as the playoffs are concerned, but they could spoil the party for a few teams on their way out. Will the Haryana Steelers be on their radar? We'll find out as we return for the second half in this first match between the Steelers and the Bulls.
इनसे डांस स्टेप जरा सीख लो आप जरा कैमरा में दिखाइए क्या करना है आप दिखाइए जरा फिर हम गाना चलाएंगे ओके लेट्स गो लेट्स डू द डांस सो बेसिकली हां ये करना है ये नहीं करना है करना क्या है ये बताओ फिर गाना चलाएंगे ये करना है ये ओके दिस साइड दिस will be what about you guys alright अब यही डांस स्टेप हम म्यूजिक के साथ करते हैं ठीक है जब मैं बोलूं आप लोग तैयार हैं ना हम सब साथ में करेंगे ठीक है हिट दे कम ऑन
तुझ्यामुळेच केलंय चेंजिंग आला साऊंड जातो ट्रेंडिंग कॉम्पिटिशनला माझ्या पुढं नाही चालत डांडिंग तुझ्या चिकन्या रुपड्याला मन चोरून पाहतय ग तुझ्या चिकन्या रुपड्याला मन चोरून पाहतय ग दिला तू झापक झुपक वाजत राहतय ग दिला तू झापक झुपक वाजत राहतय ग दिला तू झापक झुपक वाजत राहतय ग
मैं तमिल के साथ है टीम वो भी अच्छी है
मुंबई टीम ऑफेंस में भी अच्छा खेल रहे डिफेंस में भी अच्छा खेल रहे
पूरी प्लानिंग के साथ जाएंगे
अजित एक डिफेंस में सुनील है वो दोनों का में रुक गया तो हमारा टीम का परफॉर्मेंस अच्छा रहेगा
ये मैच जीतते हैं 100% हम क्वालिफाई हो जाए
A defense that either conquers or crumbles. Is that what it all comes down to, Nav? When you're talking about U Mumbai, they win, they go to the second spot. They lose. It's a lot of hurt for the team that hails from Maximum City.
They were sloppy in their last outing, U Mumbai. They know they're better than that. They've been better than that all season long. And tonight, they could go one further. Dream 11 top picks. Shadlu, 96%. Just need to get a quick list of the 4% who don't have Shadlu in their team. Why?
The Bulls fans. The Bulls fans. They don't want him to score. He's already got that one tackle point. And this is a phase. Rather, the 20 minutes coming up where Shadlu could be deadly dangerous. He got that ankle hold and a thigh hold, rather, on Jatin. Was that a little warm-up for the big man?
He's been rather quiet for his own standards. Just the 1 point in the first half. Oh, change now for the Bulls. Another left raider who's really quick on the mat. Much like a Shivam Patare, Ajinkya Pawar for the Bengaluru Bulls. Flattered to deceive this season.
Yeah, well, that's a big substitution coming in. Ajinkya Pawar has come in place of Pardeep Narwal. This is a Pardeep Narwal who's just picked up 14 points. 15. Beg your pardon, in the last game against the Bengal Warriors. Vishal Tate.
Get out. 1 point.
His disappointment might have told you that that wasn't a successful raid. The first successful tackle in the second half now. For the Bulls, celebrated by Shriram Finance. There was no hand touch. He already stepped into the lobby.
Agonizingly close for Vishal Tate. Jatin. What an opportunity for the likes of Jatin, Sunny Sehrawat, Naveen Kundu, Partik, Vishal Tate. That's what you want. Opportunities on the grandest stage of them all, with not much at stake in this game. This is when you really make a name for yourself, make the headlines. Suddenly, you have more people asking, who is this person?
Ajinkya Pawar. Massive responsibility on his shoulders now. He's come in a do-or-die situation. 5 defenders on the mat. with that hawk on one corner and that headgear. Mohammad Reza Shadlu. Be careful, be careful. Looks like he's coming in for a charge. Look at that. Look at how easily Shadlu just manages to block a kick away.
Haryana Steelers. Number 19
The
out.
second point for him. That was just so easy looking.
Red.
Just there with such conviction. That's what it is. Back yourself to the hill. Just no second guessing. Now Shivam Patare, like we said, always better to have a speedy raider in your ranks. And he's as quick as they come this season. Sonic Patare.
And he spoke about how you want these boys to make their name the grandest stage of them all. Also the recency bias with an auction coming up. This is what most of the owners will be looking at. They'll remember and they could go for the big bucks. The future lies with them. A winner
Do or die.
in a do-or-die
Haryana Steelers.
situation. He's already got 4 raid points, the most for any raider on either side. Nitin Raval is on that corner, the left corner. You got Saurabh Nandal on the other. Does he get a hand touch on Saurabh Nandal?
1 point.
Saurabh Nandal
Haryana
concedes.
Steelers. Number 22
Winner
out.
will pick up another point. Once again, the Steelers have reduced the Bulls down to 3.
Well, he was always lining up Saurabh Nandal. He went twice at it before. Saurabh Nandal slightly slow on the retreat, and he pays the price. It's an art to flirt like
They're
that.
out. 1 point. Haryana Steelers.
Mohammad
Number
Reza
10 out.
Shadlu picks up another one. He already has 2 in the second half.
Well, Shadlu, he flirts with the camera, he flirts with danger. That's his 3rd tackle point of the night. Does the thigh 5. The man is warming up. Now he might have just opened his account as a raider tonight. He's just unstoppable.
1 point.
Look
Haryana
at that.
Steelers. Number 14
Now
out.
the Bengaluru Bulls might be staring at an all-out. And you spoke about that orange sleeve. He's got something on his mind.
He's quite the phenomenon, Mohammad Reza Shadlu. What a story it's been. One of Iran's best. It's turning out to be quite a superstar very early on. Oh,
1, 2,
hold
3,
on.
please.
Hold on.
8-15-1. Please.
Partik may just have the biggest raid of his career. The Bulls
Let us say
just
bonus
about
plus 2
staying
points.
afloat.
Bengaluru
They've
Bulls.
hit back with a Headsby Racer Gen 6 Super Raid. Most certainly with the power to thrill.
Yes, please.
What were the Haryana
Bonus plus
Steelers
3
doing?
points. Okay, please. TV umpire. Bengaluru Bulls challenge. Bonus plus 3 points. Our decision bonus plus 2 points. Please review.
Oh, Partik wants it all. He got the 3 touch points, but he also is claiming he got the bonus. Well, first it was oh, that was easy. That is brutally easy. The bonus for sure. Now let's start counting the defenders. Shadlu will be the first point. That's Sanjay, the second. Rahul Setwa, no. Now, did his fingers cross the midline, after which Sonic Patare got a touch on him. No matter what the decision is, what a brilliant raid from Partik. You're right. It's probably a glorious moment for the highlight reel.
Okay, he still hasn't gone past. He still hasn't gone past. Oh, wow. Mighty close, but I think it'll stay a 3-point raid. 2 for the touches and 1
Yes.
for the bonus.
Okay. Review unsuccessful. Bonus plus 2 points. Bengaluru Bulls. Captain, your reviews over. No more reviews.
Yeah, that's what we got a feeling too. It was a bonus point for sure, and just the 2 touch points. And Partik gets an HP Racer Gen 6 Super Raid. They now find themselves in a raw super tackle situation with Vinay, who's already succeeded at that do-or-die raid. Now he throws that toe touch. And he will get another point.
1 point. Haryana Steelers.
Naveen could
Number
do
1 out.
just too slow. Vinay too quick for Naveen's liking. There you go. Made him look pretty ordinary in that left corner. 5-point lead despite that super raid from the Bulls. Like we said, they've dialed down the intensity this game, have the Steelers, but they're still enjoying a lead. Oh, Shadlu, you cannot keep him out of the action.
Hold on a second. Now, why are the referees in discussion? We'll tell you. Because did Shadlu, in that attempt to tempt Pratik, cross the midline. Here comes that moment. Here. Ooh, that heel was on the white line, was too quick. Doesn't matter. He was okay. Now Shadlu comes into raid. In a rough super tackle. Look at that.
You can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to, well, just get Pratik's shoulder and thrust himself off the shoulder. Oh, 3 attempts. Very nicely done from Pratik and Sunny. Excellent patience. Make him come towards you. Make him come deep. Well done.
Bengaluru Bulls.
From the Bulls.
Number 15 out. 5
The
in.
Bulls now. They will make a substitution. Sunny Sarawat will go out. Sushil comes in. They need a raider in this situation. Sushil, he can pick up the bonus. 6 men active on the mat for the Steelers. He goes for that kick on Jaideep. Jaideep, will he power him through? Yes! With a little help from Vinay. Jaideep and Vinay pull Sushil out of the mat. And the Bengaluru Bulls on the brink. They'll surrender. Pratik is giving it his all. That's the first all out of this match.
All out.
And it's the Steelers. What a passage of play that we have witnessed.
All in. Bengaluru Bulls.
With that, the Steelers will take a 10-point lead. And that is huge.
Substitution.
In context to the playoff contention.
Please wait.
Might become the first team to qualify. They get a win or a tie, and they're
15
well on their way.
Just about 12 minutes. Stand in the way of the Haryana Steelers and a spot in the playoffs. What a story it's been. They bring the Iranian into their ranks. Manpreet Singh as captain, we always knew what he was going to bring to the table. Shivam Patare and Vinay have been standouts this season. Their defense with Jaideep and the dependability that comes with it has been a top factor. And Shadlu is obviously the X factor. All in all, a story for everyone to see. And Coach Randy, well, that expression sort of sums up the last 55 days for the Bengaluru Bulls. It's been a season to forget.
The Haryana Steelers, they weren't the usual self. It wasn't the brutal self. The Haryana Steelers, we've seen in the matches so far against the Bulls, who are right now at the bottom of the table. They're wooden spooners. Coach Manpreet, no matter who the opposition, is always tuned in. You Mumba. From 5th to 2nd. That's what's at stake for them against the Thalaiwas. While a former Thalaiva man is on your screen right now, turning out for the Bengaluru Bulls, Ajinkya Pawar.
Get those jumping jacks in, why not? Warm up. Big game up for you, Mumbai and the Thalaiwas. Qualification at stake. You don't want to be too far behind the 8 ball. The Tamil Thalaiwas, they're fighting for survival as well. Have your own destiny in your own hands. Much like Nitin Rawal.
Hitter out. 1 point. Bengaluru Bulls. Number 3 out.
Has the ankle of Vinay in his own hands.
For the orange sleeve holder, with his 4th tackle point of the night.
Bengaluru Bulls.
And it's just been such a season for Nitin Rawal. Unassuming, quite shy on camera. And the Bengaluru Bulls will pick up another point.
Hitter save. 1 point. Bengaluru Bulls. Number 15
the
out.
Bulls picking up a raid point, and it was Sanjay once again with that mistake.
Time out.
It's a 9-point lead for the Steelers. Are the 8th now with 10 minutes to go. The Bengaluru Bulls, do they have the fight?
We're coming back from a final strategic timeout in this game with 10 minutes left. It's an 8-point comfortable lead for the table toppers. And right after that, we're going to gear up for U Mumba taking on the Thalaiwas. A fight for the playoffs in its real sense. That's going to be a proper dogfight. This man was unhappy after what they did on the mat in the last game. He'll be hoping to reverse that result. And for the Thalaiwas, practically everything to play for. Here's the team 11 starting 7.
Yeah, Ajit Chauhan and Manjeet, no surprises there, but Sunil, Parvesh, Rinku, Lokesh Ghoslia, no Sombir. That's a huge change. And pretty much the same side that was on the mat for the Tamil Thalaiwas against the Gujarat Giants. So Sombir clearly losing some faith as far as the support staff is concerned. What do you make of that change?
That's an interesting one. They've had a starting 7 that's been consistent all through the season. I wonder what the reason is behind that left corner changing for U Mumba. We've been witness to a couple of super raids in this game. This was Vinay. Picked up a couple, and he picked up the bonus as well. Here we go, 10 minutes left, 8 points the lead, 10 minutes away from a qualification to the playoffs. Shivam Patare, Vinay, Shadlu, Jaideep, they've been really together as a unit. It's been a thorough team effort. Coach Manpreet will be mighty pleased with what his boys have dished out all season long. And truth be told, Suren, regardless of where they end up in the top 6 in that playoff tree, they're going to be the team to beat.
Well, if Coach Manpreet and the team has its way, they'd be gunning for a top 2 spot. More cracks progressing to the finals, progressing to promised land for the Steelers. Remember, they've never won the trophy, and that is the question on everyone's minds. Like we had for the Puneri Paltan, the best teams last season. Haryana Steelers couldn't cross the line, and the Paltan went on to win the trophy. The Steelers, one more crack is what they want. Ajinkya Pawar will go back. They're playing on the do-or-die raid, which is coming up next for the Haryana Steelers. All right, Shivam Patare. He's not done badly. He's got 3 raid points tonight, but he's also been sent to the bench on 3 occasions. How does he fare on this one? Might have just picked up the bonus in the Saurananda's eyes. That confidence to just roam around the midline might mean
bonus
that
point, Haryana Steelers.
That's exactly what's happened. It's a bonus point for Shivam.
Do or die.
Too close for comfort
Bengaluru
though.
Bulls.
Was cutting that black line initially and slid past it. Now a do-or-die raid on the other side. Roll Saintpal and Shadlu. The best corner combination
Haryana
this
Steelers.
season for any team. Combined once again. And another rider taken down.
And they've created an invisible wall on that mat for the Haryana Steelers. This year, Mohammad Riza Shadlu and Rahul Saithpal. Both of them have got 3 points. But Saurabh Nandal neutralizes the Iranian. Coach Manpreet. Wake up, Coach Manpreet. We need you.
It's as if Manpreet has checked out. He knows, he's almost like he has confidence that the boys will get the job done. Feels like he's in his living room watching a nice movie on a Sunday afternoon.
And for a man who's so vocal on the mat, he's always cued in. I remember in Hyderabad, the first city which we toured, that leg, we were put up in the same hotel as the Steelers. And every time the Steelers would win a match, there was a cake that was cut in the lobby. Guess who was the quietest of them all, who would stand in the corner, away from the spotlight, away from the limelight, and would only scream Tiger. That's Coach Manpreet for you.
Yeah, and even in those interviews, when he's behind the mic, giving us a few words, soft-spoken, very gentle. Wait till he turns onto the Kabaddi mat and sits in that coach's chair. He's anything but gentle. He's a tiger. In every sense of the word, aggression written all over his face.
Haryana Steelers.
And tonight is just one of those nights where he's happy to take it easy.
Now once again the Haryana Steelers. The second half of this match is where they've turned up the volume. They enjoy a 10-point lead over the Bulls with less than 6 minutes to go. Shivam Patare looking to pick up that bonus. That's what he did in his previous attempt as well. And Shivam Patare, man!
Number 22
this
and 11.
boy
Better save. 2 points.
has been so good this season.
Number 22
for the
and 11 out.
Every time Shivam Patare gives us a moment to revel in.
He was second-guessing himself, Saurabh Nandal. It wasn't a strong attempt at an ankle hole. And so an easy escape from the right corner. And on his way back, he was always going to pick up one more. Easy pickings.
Bonus point.
They've operated in what, third gear, maybe fourth at times, the Steelers. Look at that, they still have a 12-point lead. It just sums up what's been a disastrous 2 months for the boys in red and black.
And for the boys in blue right now, last season, when the campaign ended for the Steelers, we did do a SWOT analysis and we figured that they need some reinforcements and raiding. Coach Manpreet stuck with Vinay and Shivam. And look at what they've done again tonight. That will be the 18th straight point of the night
Haryana
for the
Steelers.
Haryana Steelers.
Number 14 out.
Of which Vinay is on 9. Shivam Patare has picked up 6 straight points. Shardlu with that one solitary point. It's been a mighty change.
He's barely spoken, Manpreet Singh. He's barely spoken. Well, Coach Randir isn't speaking for other reasons, but Coach Manpreet not speaking is quite strange. Nothing strange about the Shardlu ankle hole. The strength
Number 10
of
out.
the Iranian.
Wait.
Jatin
Number 1, please wait.
feeling the wrath of Shardlu.
Number 19,
They won the trophy. Shardlu wants the orange sleeve. He's got into 4 tackle points. A total of 5 in this match.
Number 19 out, 1 in.
I want to check for that headgear if he's got earphones cued into what Manpreet is saying.
Manpreet isn't saying anything tonight. The boys are on their own. They've been given the freedom to do their thing, and they are.
1 point.
Shardlu picks
Haryana
up another.
Steelers. Number 15 out.
As overall tally, as far as weight points are concerned, has gone to 46.
Bengaluru Bulls.
Once
Number
again, the
1 out,
Bengaluru Bulls on the
19
brink of an all-out. Only one player remains. It will be Ajinkya Pawar. Remember what Prateek did? Prateek got that super raid. A 3-pointer, got 2 revivals. Can Ajinkya Pawar do the same? Wannabe Nostradamus gets it right.
Deja vu, is it? We've seen a big hit from
points.
Pawar
Bengaluru Bulls.
over the past seasons. Ajinkya Pawar with a super raid. A power raid from Pawar. HP Racer Gen 6 super raid. A 3-pointer.
The power to thrill from Ajinkya Pawar. They've had 2 moments like this. First Prateek, now my man Ajinkya Pawar saves Bengaluru Bulls the blushes. 2.5 minutes to go and an 11-point lead. Now Vinay, can he get a super 10 yet again for the Steelers? He's clearly been the top raider for them this season. Ajinkya Pawar, the moment they've all waited for, delivering.
Substitution, Haryana Steelers.
Look at how maneuvers
Number 3
goes
out,
to the left, then
4
to the
in.
right. Quite brilliant. That's just great athleticism. That's what he is. He's a serious athlete. Very fit, agile, athletic, quick. Unfortunately, the numbers weren't there for showing. And that's been the problem for a lot of the Bulls. Rahul Saith says, this time you're mine.
1 point. Haryana
Nowhere
Steelers.
we're letting that
Number
happen.
19 out.
2-2.
It's been a masterclass from Rahul Setpal. 100% tackle strike rate. Next match coming up, the New Mumbai team will be up against the Tamil Thalaiwas. Their story isn't over yet. They need a victory for fate to remain firmly in their hands. They're all in prayer, doing a little pre-match ritual. Raw super tackle situation. Nothing conceded. Sushil playing on the do-or-die raid. The next raid now that Shivam Patare comes in for.
Do-or-die raid, Haryana Steelers.
Pressure will be on. He's in a raw super tackle situation. 2 for the Bulls if they get this right. Shivam Patare. What does he have up his sleeve? He goes to the corner, picks up Pratik,
Better save.
picks
2
up
points.
Saurabh Nanda,
Haryana Steelers.
picks
Number
up 2
22 and 11
points.
out.
Once again, the Bulls on the verge.
Sums up their campaign.
Time out. Haryana Steelers.
No conviction. Quite the opposite for the Haryana Steelers. A 14-point lead with about a minute left. All is well for the Haryana Steelers. They're on the brink of becoming the first team to qualify. We could well have another one very soon when New Mumbai take on the Tamil Thalaiwas. Big game this for the Tamil Thalaiwas. And as for these gentlemen in blue, it's been a happy night at the office.
The end of a minute and more, they will become the first team to qualify for the playoffs in PKL season 11. Well, they substituted Vinay, who was stuck. And this time, Shadlu was on the brink
Please, number
of
8.
a high five, will also be sent to the bench. He will remain on 4
Better save.
with less than a minute
2
to
points.
go.
Bengaluru
That's
Bulls.
a
Number 8
2-point
and 4
raid
out.
for Sushil. He opens his account in style.
Shadlu
Green
was
card
1.
warning. Number 8 Haryana Steelers for jersey pulling.
Sanjay was 2. I think those were the only 2 that he got, although Sushil was claiming a 3rd.
Shadlu might have missed out on one individual milestone. He's got the other. He's got the green card. Huh?
45 seconds and Naveen comes in to raid. Excellent.
Better out. Super tackle.
Sushil
2
it is
points.
that goes.
Bengaluru Bulls.
Swoops in on both the ankles, locks it in.
It's a raw super tackle. Magar ki chakar from Sushil. He has 2 more points. The lead down to 10 points, but time is not on the Bulls' side. This time Sushil will fall prey. It's Jaydeep, the captain.
Better out.
Who
1
gets
point.
his 4th tackle
Haryana
point of the
Steelers.
night.
Number 5 out.
What a match this has been for the defense of the Haryana Steelers.
4 for Jaydeep, 4 for Rahul Setpal, 4 for Shadlu. And absolutely brilliant numbers. If 3 of your 4 defenders end up with 4 on the night, you'll win not just more matches than not, you'll win practically every game.
You're just talking about the defenders, the Raiders. Vinay got 9, Shivam Patare has got 8, and Mohammad Reza Shadlu has got 2. They got 21 rate points, 13 tackle
Match
points.
over.
A complete performance comes to a conclusion, and with that win, the Haryana Steelers become the first team to qualify for the playoffs of PKL season 11. That win will be celebrated by Shriram Finance. What a story this has been for the Steelers. The most dominant team. A team that keeps on giving us complete performances. Not surprisingly become the first team that will go into the playoffs.
What a win for the Haryana Steelers. You hear that song in the background. Singer, anchor, commentator, composer. A jack of all trades, master of all, Padamjeet Sehrawat. Well done, Paddy. Wonderful voice to celebrate a wonderful moment for the Haryana Steelers. Congratulations on your qualification to the playoffs. They were just too good for the Bengaluru Bulls tonight. an 11-point win. They dominated every passage of play. All in all, an easy and a happy outing for the first team to make it to the playoffs.
And they were the odds-on favourite coming into this game. The Bengaluru Bulls were at the bottom of the table, the wooden spooners up against the table toppers. Form was on the side of the Steelers, and they will go not just to the top of the table, they'll also make sure that they punch their ticket for their playoffs. A Q ahead of the name of the Haryana Steelers, but look what's happening just below them. But it's time now to hear from Coach Manpreet. ROE at the mat.
टॉप ऑफ द टेबल तो ये है ही, मगर आज टॉप ऑफ द वर्ल्ड भी फील करेंगे। स्वागत करते हैं कोच मनप्रीत का। कोच मनप्रीत, इस तरह की जीत के बाद आप जा रहे हो प्लेऑफ्स में, फर्स्ट टीम टू क्वालिफाई, कैसा लग रहा है?
बहुत अच्छा लगा, बहुत अच्छा खेली है टीम। ये मैच तो अच्छा नहीं खेले हम, और अच्छा कर सकते थे, लेकिन ओवरऑल पूरी लीग में जितने मैच हुए हैं बहुत अच्छा करा है टीम ने, और कोशिश रहेगी कि इस सीजन में टेबल टॉप करें और ट्रॉफी को हाथों में लें।
जी, कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है टॉप 2 में फिनिश करना, अब जब इस मुकाम पे आकर आप टेबल टॉप कर चुके हो?
देखो, बहुत ज़रूरी है। जब आप इतना अच्छा कर रहे हो, नंबर 1 नंबर 2 पे आप फिनिश करते हो लीग को, तो आपके ट्रॉफी जीतने के चांस ज़्यादा बढ़ जाते हैं। दूसरी टीम के ऊपर थोड़ा मेंटली भी प्रेशर हो जाता है ना
जी।
तो दूसरा टीम कर भी बहुत अच्छा रही है, चाहे मेरी टीम है या फिर पटना की टीम है, यू मुंबा, दिल्ली, वो बहुत अच्छा कर रही है, और जो भी टीम नंबर 1 2 पे रहेगी उसको फायदा तो 100% होने वाला है, ये तो श्योर है।
चलिए, थैंक यू सो मच, कांग्रेचुलेशन।
थैंक यू सो मच, और सभी फैंस का, खासकर पुन्ना का, महाराष्ट्र का, लव यू दिल से, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू सो मच।
Well, they're the Annihilators, and their coach, who's always seeking perfection, wasn't too happy with the performance. It's all right, Coach Manpreet. You got what you wanted. The Haryana Steelers become the first team to qualify for the playoffs of this ongoing season. But there's still 5 more spots to be confirmed. Who will it be? Well, we take a first step towards that direction as U Mumba, who are on 5th, possibly could go to 2nd, are up against the Thalaivas, who got their story in their hands.
4 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever you want.